Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Rusty Relic Auto Salvage. Right here is our 2000 Ford F650. It is currently a rollback, and we are going to turn it into a roll-off. Quick little rundown of this truck is hydraulic brake, spring ride with an air ride seat. I know. Air brakes would be better, and spring ride is not the most comfortable. However, it is the best truck that I could come up with for what we need. It does have a lot going for it. Around here it is super clean. There's just a little bit of rust at the bottom of those doors, and then on the driver's side rocker panel, which is easy enough to take care of. It's got a 5.9 Cummins with a 6-speed manual, which is personally my favorite combo with these medium duties. And like I said in the dumpster video, the subframe I noticed is the exact width that we need. We're going to get the bed off because either we're going to use it with this setup, which I'll go into more detail on that later, or we're going to use it on another project, which if that happens, I'll go into detail with that then. These cylinders, I think I can reuse them, but I'm going to have to remount them to get a better dump angle. We need to get this bed off as well because I need to inspect the subframe. Obviously there's a section from like here to here that really doesn't ever see the light. So who knows what that little section right there looks like. So I'd like to get the bed off, that way we can inspect what we have, decide if we want to save as much as we can or just cut it all off and start over. So without further ado, let's get started. I think we're going to go ahead and take this cylinder out of the equation with the bed. There we go. Well, I tried to get all those hydraulic hoses off, but they were just twisting, and then half the nuts were all rotted off, and I gave up on it. I just took the grinder to it, cut all of them off. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this bed off now. Well, I had to use the loader to pull it off, but we got it off. Alright, the bed's off, it's moved. I got the subframe chained down right there. That way it doesn't flop down. There's a ton of counterweight with the wheel lift and everything else still kind of hanging out down here. There is a lot of stuff that still needs to be removed. That needs to go. I'd like to try to save these light boxes. I personally really like them, so I think we're going to try to save them and move them to a different location. However, that needs to go. The entire wheel lift assembly with the cylinders, lines, everything, that all needs to go. This box needs to go, and the mud flaps need to go. If we're going to use mud flaps, we're going to get some new ones because these ones they're all torn up at the bottom and they're not in very good shape anyway. Now I do realize the truck and the setup are about 26 years old now, and some of the repairs it's had over the years are maybe questionable at best, and a lot of the other stuff is just worn out. So I'd rather just cut it all off and start fresh. And I'm sure you guys can see that too with the cracks in the metal and stuff that's rotted out, and just it all needs to go. All that stuff, that needs to go. There's some mounts on the subframe that we're going to have to get rid of. Or at least I want to make sure it looks better, because that obviously that's not going to work for me anymore. However, all in all, I am very impressed with how good a shape it's in. The wear pads, those are junk, but I don't need those for this application, so we'll do what we can to straighten those out, so that way when it's the dumpster or whatever we have getting pulled up there, when it rides up there, it doesn't cause any issues. But I mean, like I said, I'm very impressed. The subframe itself is in really good shape. So I think at this point we're going to save what we can here and cut off everything else that we don't need. So let's get to cutting. Well guys, slight change of plans. It has been absolutely pouring for the last hour or so. But we got the tires moved, we got the truck backed up to this building, so that way we can get to it with the torch and get everything cut off. I would use one of my buildings to pull it into, but they're all full of projects that you guys are going to see in upcoming videos, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But that being said, I want to bring you guys back when it's not pouring rain and we can do this without being completely soaked. So I will see you guys when the weather is slightly better. Alright guys, it's been a couple of weeks between the holidays and the weather. I just haven't been able to really get to this. Unfortunately, like I said before, I can't really get this in the barn right now. It's full of other things that I need to get done. But it looks like today and tomorrow are supposed to be pretty nice, so we're going to get as much as we can cut off, and then hopefully we can come up with a game plan by the end of today. now that the boxes are out of the way and the wheel lift is out of the way, that gives us some more room to see what we got to work with. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to be able to save those light boxes, but I am going to save the lights. Because I really like those lights. I don't know why, I just do, but we're going to try to run those. But now you can kind of see where we're getting at. Obviously, we need some fine tuning. I got to clean up these cuts better and finish cutting that out, but I was trying to do it safely and not have that apparatus fall on me. I have no idea what it weighs, but I'm definitely not trying to get squished here. But anyhow, we're going to get it unchained and we're going to tip this down and we'll see what our angle is. I'm hoping it's a lot better than it was. I do know that the limiting factor is going to be these cylinders. They're only going to extend so far, so we'll find out real quick where that is. Alright, those cylinders definitely got to come out now, so we're going to go ahead and get those popped out real quick. I'm not going to film taking those cylinders out because I don't really have a good camera angle for you guys, so I'll bring you guys back as soon as we get them out. Well, it's starting to get muddy out here and it's definitely greasy, but cylinders are out. Just about to check the dump angle. I got it all the way on the ground. Obviously we can trim out more of that if we need to, but let's take a peek, see what we got. That would be not quite enough. We need to be right about there is where it's going to be optimal. However, that is more than easy enough to do because we actually have more than enough rail. We actually have more rail than we need, so we can just do a little pie cut like that on there and that should get us exactly where we need. Now, as always, I do not claim to be a mechanic or a fabricator or anything like that. I'm just a small business owner, just doing my best. It just so happens that I really, really enjoy doing this kind of stuff. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this apparatus set down so it's not a hazard that potentially falls on somebody. But I think what we're going to do, I don't know if we're going to get rid of part of this too and extend it out even further, but we're going to at least go from here to here. There I have a little bit more rail length for longer dumpsters, and I want to be able to mount my winch in here, and I don't want to mount it here and then lose out on rail length. I don't think that's going to work. But I am going to add several cross members through here, so we're going to have to order some steel, and we're going to have to do something different with the end over here. I'm hoping we can build a roller at the end. So I'll have to see what I can come up with for that. Then of course we got some more fine tuning to do and some cuts and what have you. I also did some measuring, and the cylinders I thought that I could reuse. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter where I mounted them on the frame. They're far too short, so for the dump angle that we need. Now this is going to be a multi-episode series. I have no idea how many episodes, but I'm going to try to keep the videos between 15 and 20 minutes apiece, so that way we don't have something that's hours and hours long. I think in the next episode we're going to finish getting everything cut off, and we're going to weld in the cross members that we need through here, and we'll get this lengthened, and we'll get our winch mounted in here so that way that's ready to go. We'll do that while we're coming up with a game plan for exactly how I want to do the hydraulics on this. Anyway guys, that's it for this one. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button and share with your friends, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Later.